So I've started reading the Bible more often, and it's one of those things I do that has very few things I do that doesn't have anything to do with my product or YouTube. Um, but I read it because I think you can get really distracted and sidetracked about what you intended for something to be, and you always need to make sure that what you intended it to be is what you intended it to be and not diluted or cluttered by other people's noise. And there's so much noise in this world. Like, it's just so much noise, and everybody wants to give their 2 cents. And it's so much easier giving advice than actually following it through. Or, I mean, it's just so easy to talk, but it's hard to, um, actually think about it and know the consequences, right? It's so easy to say just do it, but you're not the one who has to suffer with the consequences if it doesn't work out. So, yeah. So, reading the Bible, I've been watching a lot of Oprah Hasley Soul Sundays videos on YouTube, and I absolutely like Oprah is my like girl crush. I have a few girl crushes, but she's one of like probably the biggest girl crush. So Oprah, if you're watching this, hello. But I was watching that, and Rick Warren, who wrote The Purpose Driven Life, was saying how he bought a pair of distressed jeans, and the tag on the distressed jeans said, "This these jeans have intentional like cuts to make them unique, or intentional scratches to make them unique." And he was comparing that to how God has created us. We are, I don't want to say flawed because that has a bad connotation, but we're not fit to an idea mold because we're intentionally unique. And the way he said it in that video, you can just Google it, it's like Rick Warren, Oprah, was very profound because it's definitely something that I struggle with, um, about um, like the scars on my skin. It's very, very hard for me to deal with, and it's getting better, but it's still scars, and I've always, it's kind of like this very painful journey of, acne, and the acne is very painful on my face. Like, my face would flake off, and when you'd wash your skin, your pimples would start bleeding on the towel, and it forms scabs, and then you're like, well, what do I do? I got like all these red scabs on my face. Like, what am I supposed to do? But I really feel like that was that not like I was given the gift of having scabs on my face, but that was put upon me, and to make me realize that beauty and superficial things are just that, superficial. And that was put upon me, that pain was put upon me. Um, my interest in technology and interest in entrepreneurship and beauty products was put upon me so I can go out and do this. Like, I just, it's so strange how that happens, but each of us, we have a gift, and each of us have a pain and a struggle, and we are given that so we can do something great with it. And that's like, I seriously believe that. And I've gotten, offers to do laser skin surgery where they burn your face and try to make it new. But I don't know, I feel like it gives me character. As cheesy as it sounds, I feel like it gives me character. It tells a story. And, as much as sometimes I wish in pictures you wouldn't see hamburger sides, it's, I don't know, I just feel like it makes me who I am. And I think having acne, and still, I mean, I have like 4 active pimples right now. I don't really care anymore about blemishes. I have some girlfriends who have absolutely immaculate clear skin, and every time they get a blemish, they like freak out like it's the end of the world. But because I think I'm already flawed, it doesn't matter. One extra flaw isn't gonna hurt, you know. And I'm actually glad I'm not perfect. You know, I'm glad that, you know, I am who I am. And it took me a long time to accept that. But now that I've accepted it, and now that I'm proud and I'm not afraid of being who I am, you know, like on my other channel I show pores, and I show, um, you know, I show everything. I show underarm hair, bikini hair, like, I don't really care because I'm not doing YouTube, I'm not doing Perfect Beauty for me. You know, I'm already naked. I already know that I'm not perfect. But that makes me who I am. Um, and I think the hard part is balancing that, you know, pleasing everybody, right? Pleasing your people who watch you, pleasing your users, pleasing people who are going to put money in you, and then remembering why you're doing all this, because it is my mission and God gave me this to do it. And, you know, I always have to remember that, because if you don't, it can get clouded. And there's things that make it clouded, right? Greed is huge, greed in any way. And, you know, everybody wants to put in money in order for it to return 100 times. And I get it. But if done not at the right time, and if done not in the right way, it can really damage um, products, because you're focusing on pleasing people who aren't the main users. I think that's the problem. You're not focusing on people who are the main users. You're focusing on pleasing other people. That's the next video.